Khris Middleton and Bilal lead the way as 8 Wizards score in double figures in a 113-100 victory over the Charlotte Hornets. So we're going to recap that tonight. And Kevin Durant, could he retire a Wizard? He might. Let's talk about it next on Locked On Wizards.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What's good, everybody? Your favorite podcast now has a newsletter, introducing the Locked On Wizards Daily Newsletter. One stop for ultimate team and league coverage delivered right to your inbox. Sign up for free now at LockedOnDaily.com. That's LockedOnDaily.com. And start your day with all new free Locked On Wizards newsletter. Tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. FanDuel, baby. All right, everybody. Like I said, it's your boy B. Scott again. So we're going to recap tonight's victory over the Charlotte Hornets. And then Kevin Durant, there were some very interesting comments made by Carmelo Anthony on his podcast pertaining to, should the Wizards give Kevin Durant his farewell tour when it's time for him to hang them up? Very intriguing conversation I had tonight. So, all right, everybody, like I said, big victory tonight. I know we're 11-48, but like you said, really good victory. Team basketball, everybody eats. So before we get into tonight, man, I want to shout out somebody. I want to shout out Kyle Bailey, man, from WFNZ 92.7 from Charlotte, North Carolina, man. He had me back on the show, chop it up about the Wizards versus Hornets pregame show. Again, shout out to my guy Kyle Bailey over there at 92.7 in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, all right, everybody, the Washington Wizards 113-100. Khris Middleton and Bilal led the way, 17 points each, but 8 Wizards scored in double figures and almost became 9. It was 2 points by Keyshawn George, would have flipped the script. But like I said, really good victory. So what's the MO tonight, guys? Team basketball, ball movement was fluid tonight. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. So again, 8 Wizards. Now, it was a 9-man rotation tonight. So that tells you how much everybody got in on the action. And yes, efficiency kind of took a back seat. But like I said, I'll take aggression and I'll take team basketball when it results in a W. And it did tonight. So let's look at the stars of the show tonight. Khris Middleton. Come on, everybody said that he lost a step. Well, he looked pretty good tonight. I'm just trying to tell y'all. 17 points, shooting 5 for 9 for the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 6 for 6 from the charity strike. So, like I said, he got to the charity strike, but 2 steals. Defense was another factor tonight, guys. The defensive numbers look good. Khris Middleton, we know what he can do. He can defend. He can stretch the floor. He's that veteran guy. But like I said, he can take some pressure off of Jordan Poole, who didn't play tonight, and Bilal, who stepped up tonight. Yes, the shot, yes. Again, efficiency did take a big hit, but we're going to talk about Bilal in a minute. Khris Middleton, good game. All right, we already mentioned his name. B. Cool, Bilal Koulibaly, 17.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, he did shoot 6 for 18. I know you're going to say B. Scott, he wasn't efficient. 3 for 11 from 3. I agree, he wasn't efficient. But here's the biggest thing. This is why you have to kind of look at the positivity. He was aggressive. He wanted to take up the slack with JP 13 not being in the game. You want a guy that wants to step up. So, like I said, I get it. You know, efficiency did take a hit, but with a player like Bilal, you want him to be aggressive. You want him to step on those big moments, man. You know, that's development. That's going out there and playing. You want him to thrive in those situations. So, like I said, we know the shot. I do think that he needs a higher arc. He is kind of a flat shot. He needs some more spin on the ball. So I think that that's definitely one area. And it's very intriguing, you know, trying to talk to him about it in not media day, but exit interviews after the year, because I know that's one goal that, look, he's got to work on that shot. But I think when he definitely works on that shot and becomes a lot more consistent from the field, you're going to see one heck of a 3-and-D player, man, who could be a star in this league. So, like I said, everybody ate. Bub Carrington, you know, starting point guard tonight with JP 13 being out with an elbow injury. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Now, 3 for 11 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3, but 2 steals in defensive end. Look, we don't give a lot of credit to Bub, man. He can defend. He can, and like I said, if you look at all the players that have been chosen underneath general manager Will Dawkins, defense is the MO. Keyshawn, he can defend. Bub can defend. Alex Sarr, the rim protector's already there. Bilal, come on now, we already know. Vucevic, rim protector. So, like I said, 3-and-D is the mold. Versatility is the mold, and we have guys who can do that. So, yes, the shot wasn't dropped, but he looked pretty good at, starting the point, man. And like I said, we got JP, so we have a lot of, we have plenty of time to develop Bub. But, man, Bub, he looked good. He definitely still has more work to do, but he looked good. Alex Sarr, not 100%. Did see him at the practice facility the day I did the JP 13 interview. He's walking better, but his ankle is still not 100%, and it kind of showed tonight. 2 for 7 for 3, 4 for 11 for field, 10 points, but 2 steals. So, like I said, Sar, he's ramping back up. And like a couple people kind of mentioned, should they sit him for the year? Well, I think that I don't know. You get to a point where will the ankle get better if he continues to play? You don't want to make it a long-term issue. So, that may be something they look at in the future. We'll see if he ramps back up. Keyshawn George, 2 points away from, again, becoming the ninth wizard that's scoring double figures, man, but 8 assists. And like I said, don't get it twisted. He's 6'8", but he has guard skills. He mentioned it himself. He has played point guard his whole career as far as from high school on up. So he carries those guard skills at 6'8". Very intriguing to see him as being a secondary or even a third ball handler on this team. I mean, he can be a playmaker. So I love what I saw from Keyshawn George. Now, yes, 2 for 7 for 3. He's that sniper, man, but 8 assists is a good number from him. But look, would you believe me if I tell you that the second unit was actually the real star of the show? The second unit stepped up tonight, y'all. Come on now. Corey Kispert, 50% from 3, 3 for 6, 13 points tonight. He looked good. Rashawn Holmes, the dog, continues to play at a high level, and be productive when called upon. 15 points, 9 rebounds. Come on now. And 1 steal. Justin Champagnie, man, looked like he hurt his elbow when he went back to the locker room in the fourth quarter. Hopefully he's 100%. Hopefully it wasn't long term, but Champagnie, again, is productive when called upon. 8 rebounds. Come on now. 10 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. 3 blocks. Come on now. He's a two. Come on now. This tells you the Go-Go's getting these guys ready to play at the highest level, man. Justin Champagnie, again, I think is a keeper. You keep him around because he continues to produce when called upon. Marcus Smart, they try to say my man is not the same Marcus Smart. Look, he's a little older, but you see the dog factor in him. He can still shoot the rock too. 12 points, 5 for 9 for the field, 2 for 5 from 3. Marcus Smart, man, brings the aggression on the defensive end, but he can still play offensively. Now, what are your expectations? You have to be realistic, but look, that was a question I was asked today, man, pregame show. Do you look at Middleton and Marcus Smart as long-term options? And I said, look, you have to have important role guys. Look, they're obviously not going to be, key starters down the stretch for us, but you need veteran leadership. You need veterans who have, especially championship experience. Why not? If they can still produce, like I said, you have to really curtail your expectations. Like I said, you're not getting the Boston Celtics Marcus Smart, but he can still play at a high level. Especially defensively, he brings intensity and it's infectious. The team feeds off that. Khris Middleton can still play. And so, like I said, he can definitely take a lot of pressure off Jordan Poole. Definitely be another scoring option for us. Really give Bilal Coulibaly the time to develop offensively. Khris can still produce for us. So, I'm all for it. Like I said, you have to temper your expectations. And, salary wise, they're not going to be expensive. So we still got them from another year. And yeah, you still, especially if they play off the stuff, man, you definitely shop them on the trade market. You definitely see if you can get some value, man. But if you're looking for important role guys, important role players who have experience, man, who brings intensity on the defensive end and can still score the rock, you keep them around. And like I said, this rebuild doesn't have to take forever. You're probably looking at another year, and then year 4, you want to see some significant. Really, you want to see progress going into year 3. Don't get it twisted. But year 4, in my opinion, the year after next, we could be a playing team. If everything works right. Obviously, a lot of development has to happen, right? Players have to keep getting better, right? All certain pieces have to fall into place, but it's rebuild that it lasts forever, man. If you already got veteran leadership that's there, man, then utilize that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to last forever because I know, look, after year 3, you want to see some kind of progression. And I know the fan base is hungry, man, because we have not won a championship since 1978, man. That's got to fuel fire. Especially now that our beloved Washington Commanders are right on the cusp of a Super Bowl. The Nationals are going to get there, man, but they won it all in 2019. Look, we've got the fever of a championship here, man. We won a championship. I get it. And I think that everything falls in place. This young core is solid, man. Especially, man, get a top 3 pick in the next draft. So keep the faith, guys. Like I said, keep the faith because tonight you see, when his team plays as a team, you can get results. And I get it. Look, I know what you're going to say. B. Scott, it's the Charlotte Hornets. I get all that. But look, you still want to see this kind of effort. Ball movement looked good. Veteran leadership stepped up. You number one option wasn't even in the game, and Bilal was aggressive. Yes, Fishy did take a hit, but he was aggressive, y'all. So, like I said, it was a good win. And we actually swept the Charlotte Hornets. We have won all 4 matchups versus the Charlotte Hornets. So, like I said, I get it. They're number 14. We're number 15 as far as standings in the Eastern Conference. But that is still culture. You play to win the game. And they played as a team, and they won as a team tonight. So, all right, we're going to look at some comments that were made by Carmelo Anthony on his podcast that says that the Wizards should let Kevin Durant have his farewell tour in the nation's cap back home. And so I'm going to give you my twist on it, and then that's going to be the question of the night, and then we're going to get in the comments. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. When the game tips off, the NBA action is just getting started, and there's no better place to get in on action than FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because with FanDuel, you can place live bets throughout the game. So even if you missed the opening tip-off or want to bet on a fourth quarter comeback, come on now, you can stay in on action. And if you're looking for a bigger payout, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay. So you heard it there, man. They give you a lot of options, man, to make some money, man. So FanDuel's my go-to and should definitely be your go-to too. So right now, new FanDuel customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com to join today. That's FanDuel.com for your shot at $150 in bonus bets. Come on now, make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the National Basketball Association. All right, everybody, let's get back into this thing, shall we? So Carmelo Anthony, let me get it out, made comments on his podcast, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. So definitely check it out if you're a Melo fan. He's definitely is a dope podcast. So definitely check it out. He has some interesting comments, man, that pertain to KD and whether he should have a farewell tour when he decides to hang it up in the nation's cap, which, as you guys all know or should know, Kevin Durant is a local product. He is from Prince George's County, Maryland, man. So like I said, local product. And again, this is the best basketball area as far as talent in the country. And there's nothing you're going to say that's going to make me change my opinion. This is the best basketball place as far as producing high-level talent in the country. I ain't trying to hear it, New York. All right, so let's get into the comments real quick. And this is what he said on the podcast. It says, KD to the Wizards, said Melo without hesitation. And then he was asked what player, let's see, when it pertains to, I didn't have the question, but it says, I would love to see him in a Wizards uniform. That's just me personally with my, that's where end it back home. You ain't going to chase. You ain't going to go with these other teams that's out there. You already got your rings. And it says, Melo wants the Wizards to be the KD's next team. Go to the Wizards, bring the energy back to DC, give KD his farewell tour after a couple of years. So let's get into that. Would I be in favor of Kevin Durant having his farewell tour? And when you say farewell tour, he's going to be here for a year. Why not? I mean, why not? I mean, he's a guy who can still play. Now, your expectations are, how many years will it be till he wants to hang it up? And you're probably looking at a couple of years, right? So while I'm going through my spiel, we're going to pull up his contract, man, because, he's still producing. But the thing is, and I know what you're going to say is it's a rebuild. So we should definitely prioritize minutes for young guys. Oh, I agree 100%. It is about the youth movement. But like I said, 1 year, Kevin Durant, you can utilize him in several different ways. Number one, he's a local product. So you're showing homage, bring him here. You're going to bring people in the seats, man. It's definitely going to bring a lot of buzz around Capital One. Number two, use him as a way to attract people here. Yeah, it's 1 year, but look, you got Khris Middleton, you have Marcus Smart, you have guys who and there's been a lot of buzz around his team previous offseason, man, with what they're doing here. So he could be a guy who can lure people here to DC because, like I said, you want to be better year 4 and 5, and you want to use a lot of those later draft picks to go out there and get a marquee guy. That Donovan Mitchell move for the Wizards, like the Cavs did. You utilize the draft, you build a core, you go in here and you get a star in the making in this draft coming up, whether it's Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, or Cooper Flag. But you definitely go out there once we're ready to take that next step and go out there and get another guy. So him being here will give us that reputation. Look, people would see what's going on in DC. They see that they're building something here. I get it. We're bad. But like I said, when you have guys like Khris Middleton, when you have guys like Jordan Poole who have connections to other teams, man, they're going to tell people, look, what they're doing here, they're doing something. They're building something special here. And like I said, that was part of the conversation I had with Jordan Poole, man, is that he still talks to Steph Curry. He still talks to Klay Thompson. These guys talk to each other. This is a network. This is a league network. They talk to each other. And so people are there's a buzz with what they're building here. Now, like I said, utilize him for that. Give him his farewell tour. So I would be in favor. And like I said, we're going to pull up his contract because realistically, when will we, because I don't see us trading for him, right? So it would have to be a free agent thing, a 1-year contract for him to have his farewell tour. So looking at his contract real quick, he would have 1 more year after this year where he will make $54 million. So yeah, we ain't trading for that. But he will be a free agent in 2026, 2027. So that would say the year after next. Why is that important? Because look, I mean, year after next, you're going to see some significant progression with this young group. You would have drafted a couple of new and high impact rookies in the draft coming up. You're going to have plenty of talent here. So, like I said, he was, in my opinion, he'll still be able to produce. And you will have Khris Middleton's contract off the books if he's not a long-term guy. Marcus Smart will be off the contract. So, like I said, I don't see us paying him any kind of. He's not going to get paid $54 million. Let's be real. You probably, and it's a farewell tour, so you probably get a pretty good deal for him. So I'm all in it because, like I said, he's a local product, and like I said, a lot of good talent has come out of the DMV, but he's probably the best in my opinion. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean, I think you bring him home. Like I said, you definitely bring KD home, give him a farewell tour, and let him, definitely go and walk into the horizon, man, on top. And because I think you definitely pay homage to the guy. He's one of, in my opinion, he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best basketball players to play in this league, in my opinion, man. A lot of people get on him about going to the Warriors after the Thunder, and whatever. But like I said, you pay homage to local talent, and I think that you definitely bring KD home, man. So it'll be 1 year, it'll be a farewell tour, and like I said, you utilize him, you utilize that star appeal. Make this a destination for people because, like I said, the narrative is changing. It is changing. It really is. So, like I said, I will be in favor. And that is a question tonight. Should the Washington Wizards, after next year, before the 2026 to 2027 regular season, should the Wizards give KD his farewell tour if he wants to come back home? I say yes. I'm definitely in favor. All right, guys. So we're going to get in the comments, but before we do, we're going to have a quick break. All right, let's get back in this thing. Let's get in the comments. And like I said, definitely appreciate everybody, man, rolling the night. Big dub tonight. Big team victory. So let's get it, man. All right. Locked on Law says the battle for worst record is on. Look, it's a good win, man. Good win. He also says if Bilal's shooting does not improve, he can't be a starter. As simple as that. I mean, I think that, look, this is my opinion. I think he's going to put in work in off season. You're going to see progress. He's going to break out next year. Next year's his breakout campaign. So he definitely needs work. He knows that. I know that. We all know that. Like I said, that is definitely something that he's going to work on. But because I think you definitely need to see some massive progression. And I think he carries star appeal. But here's the thing: you got to produce, and you see the aggression. I love the aggression. He's a lot more aggressive, man. That's what I want from Bilal. I want that aggressive scoring mentality to come out of him. So, like I said, officially took a hit tonight, man. But you have to value the fact that you saw the aggression tonight. Jack Phillips says the same thing. Man, be cool. Really needs to work on his shot in the offseason. Yeah, absolutely. It's so flat, no spiral, super hitchy, and he can only really shoot when he's fully set. Good point. That's the process. Potential is sky high. His potential is definitely sky high. Like I said, I think he's good. Definitely. Yeah, in my opinion, looking at the shot, yeah, you are 100% correct. It's a flat. You need more. You need more arc in the shot, more spin in the shot. But I think he will get better with that shot, man. I think he will take that next step next year, man. So we still have the rest of this season, but like I said, I agree. He definitely has to get more spin on that ball, man. Equal plays, man. What's good? He says love from Wisconsin, man. Much love, man, from my guy from Wisconsin. What's good? How you doing, man? Big J52, how you doing? Salute to you, likewise, my brother. Let's see. Equal plays also says, B Scott, my man. I know this isn't Wizards content, but what is your take on Deebo Samuel to the Commanders? I gotta know, man. For all you Commanders fans, Deebo Samuel is now a Washington Commander. I'll say this, man. If he stays healthy, that is a Super Bowl move. If he stays healthy, that's a Super Bowl move. He's gonna slide right in next opposite Terry McLaurin, man. Take pressure off Scary Terry, man. And when you look at the fact that you have McCaffrey, when you look at, I think you should definitely bring back De'Ami Brown. I think that's a Super Bowl. I mean, we still have holes, offensive line, other factors, but that's a Super Bowl move, especially, we went out there and got our number one corner. I still think we need to go get another corner. But like I said, I'm getting pulled in with the Commanders, man. But that's a big move, my guy. Big move, man. Let's see. Ron Catalico, what's good? It says, let's get Durant. Go home to DC. And also, absolutely, man. I agree. And like I said, he's still in the contract in Phoenix. So I don't see us trading for him, and we shouldn't, because what it would take to acquire him, we would probably have to send all those picks that we got from the Suns all the way back. And that would just be, it wouldn't make no sense. So after next year, absolutely bring him home, man. But George does not agree. Okay, and I can think it. I definitely look. I love dialogue, man. So George, I'm gonna ask you this real quick. Why? So like I said, no, I can dig it. Let's see. Eco Player says, would you want KD and DC B Scott? It would take a lot more than we're probably looking to give away. Not worth it. I'm committed to the rebuild. No, I agree. And like I said, I wouldn't trade for him. It would be a farewell tour. So it'll be like a 1-year contract. I would be in favor of a 1-year contract, but I would not give up the farm, and it's a baseball term for all you baseball fans, but I would not give up the farm for him because, like you said, you would give up most of the young talent, and I'm not in favor of that. I'm definitely here in it to win it with the rebuild. So, but I agree with you. Let's see. George says when KD had a chance to come to DC, he did, and I dig that. I dig that, man. But like I said, I think that has a lot to do with he kind of does, and he kind of mentioned this a few times, man, where he said, "Look, I grew up here. I kind of want to go to other places. Not everybody wants to go and play for the home team. Like I said, some players do. Carmelo, interesting enough, was raised in Bmore but born in New York. So going to the Knicks was a hometown move for him, even though he was born, but even though he grew up in Bmore. But like I said, I think he just kind of wanted to go out there and explore the world. You know what I mean? So I'm not too mad about that. Like I used to have kind of feelings like, oh, you want to play here, man. So what are you talking about? But like I said, I would give him his farewell tour, but I can respect your opinion, man. Like I respect your take. Let's see. Invalid says Wizards won. Commanders got Debo for a 5th round pick. Good day to be a DC sports fan. Amen. 5th round pick for Debo. And like I said, if he stays healthy, that is a Super Bowl move, but he's got to stay healthy. But man, Marshawn Lattimore, now Debo Samuel. Come on now. We got Will Dawkins cooking. Adam Peters let him cook. Let him cook because look, man, all said and done, we have a shot at the Super Bowl, in my opinion. Even though expectations will be higher and the league is on notice by the Commanders, I think that we have a shot, man, if he stays healthy. That's a Super Bowl move. Let's see. Yassine Eid Mudin. I hope I said that right, man. Why is AJ not getting minutes? Is he hurt? No, he's not hurt. I think that right now is a log jam at combo guard. When I say the point guard and shooting guard on the second unit, you still got Brogdon on the roster. You still have Marcus Smart, and you still have Bub Carrington. It's a log jam, but I'm with you. At some point, I definitely want to see him at least get 10 minutes. Definitely want to see him get some minutes because AJ Johnson, man, he is a baller. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Let's see. Locked on Law says I could get double digits on the number of shots. Most of them are taking. The shooting is just playing bad. Yeah, I mean, you can say that. Yeah, I mean, the efficiency definitely took a hit, man. I definitely agree about that. But I would also say this, I do like the ball movement. The ball movement, it was everybody ate. It was a team game. So like I said, I see the negatives, but I also see the positives. You know what I mean? Like the ball movement was definitely fluid, man. Let's see, Drez for nothing. Melo said we should trade our pick to get KD, brother. Excuse me. Oh, so I didn't see. I looked at a part of the interview. I kind of look at a snippet because I didn't see him. So if he said trade a pick, bro, I'm good. I'm not doing that. I mean, that's crazy. Look, nah. I didn't know that, and I think I did know that, but I put up this article that didn't say that part, so that's on me. I ain't trading. I'm not trading this year's pick for KD. You can have all that. I mean, I'm good. If he wants to come here after next year, all cool, but nah, I'm not trading for KD. I'm sorry, because I'm not giving up the farm, man. Like I said, it'll take more than our pick, man. And even then, you have it. Here's the thing, man. I'm not going to trade what could potentially be our franchise player for 1 year, KD. That's crazy. I'm not. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Dress for nothing. I'm with you. Let's see. Marcus Cecina says Smart plus Khris Middleton, KD. I'm just not ready. I wouldn't trade for him. I mean, I'm with you. I wouldn't trade for him, man. I would not trade for him. But you also said Trey Johnson creeping up the draft board. Yeah, I like Trey Johnson, man. And Trey Johnson, I like, man. I like him. If we fall at the top 3, man, it's either Trey Johnson or Trey back. That's it. Let's see. Drez for nothing also says not worth it. Seats will be filled by flag. Absolutely, I agree 100%. Like I said, man, the only way I say give him a farewell tour is if he comes out the next year. I mean, I'm not trading for him, so I'm with you on that. Flag. I think that Ace Bailey, he's box office too. I think Dylan Harper. I think in the top 3, you have a guy people are going to pay to watch, especially with this young core, especially with these vets, man. People are going to pay to watch that because we're going to be a much better team. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And Dallas says KD could have came in 2016. That ship has sailed in my mind. Okay, I could rock with that. But I heard Dawkins offered a package, so I guess it hasn't sailed in his. I just wouldn't trade for him, man. Not for one. I mean, you're only because it'll be. I don't see him being here past that 1 year. After that, if he plays for his hometown team, to me that would be the end. And I'm not willing to give up the future for 1 year. I'm just not. As good as KD is, I'm cool with that, man. I mean. Let's see. Drez said Trey Johnson's so tough. Absolutely. Like the law says, Ted Leonsis will not sign Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant wouldn't even give him an interview when he's a free agent. I'll say this. Ted Leonsis is a business owner. He likes money. he's if he's going to bring people to the arena, he's going to sign them. He likes money. Let's be real. He's a business owner. You got to like money when you're a business owner, man. So I'm just saying, money talks. People will pay top dollar to come see KD. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean, they're going to pay. So, got love for you, brother. I got to disagree, man. And yeah, Andres said that KD was asked would he ever play for us. And like I said, it would have to be if he wants to be here. I mean, I'm not trading for him, and I'm not going to really try to break the bank for him to come either. I'm not giving $50 million for 1 year. It's that easy, man. Even though no, it's not even though I'm just not. Let's see. Danielle Fraser says KD would never play for the Wizards, period. He said it. Yeah. I mean, it could be something to change. Like I said, players talk. I mean, obviously he's probably seen the interview. Maybe he's looking at it like, all right, man, go out and then the rise and play for the home team. But I'm with you I'm with you on that, man. I'm definitely with you on that. I think there's a higher chance he does it than he does. So I'm definitely with you on that. Johnny Levy, what's good? Hey, Brandon, what's up, brother? I'm chilling, man. I have a real question. You have a lot of players that will be eligible for rookie extension. You know the rules. How are you working with Bilal, Sar, Bub, and Key? That's a good question because that does bring up a potential conundrum. And like I said, I look at Jordan Poole as a future piece. I think that he can be a guy who can be part of the process to bring a championship back to DC. But again, the better he plays, the more interest he's going to get. But look, when his contract ends, Bilal's the first guy up for an extension. So, contract, and that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to, re-signing him and then re-signing Bilal, I mean, you can do that. But like I said, I don't think that Bilal's the problem. Once you get into the year where Sar, Bub, and Key, that's a lot of money, man. So you have to be certain that all three of these guys are definitely part of the future. Because like right now, yeah, I love the development, man, but that's a hard decision by Will Dawkins, man. Like I said, you can keep them all around, but here's the thing. Ted Leonsis has to be willing to go into the luxury. I mean, I think that you could definitely resign him because all the rules in the CBA, we could definitely resign all of them because they make it to where they want to keep local talent with the team that had drafted them. So, but you're going to get on, but that makes us a luxury team. And when you after that, you have two more players. And then 2026, you still got another guy you got to resign. So there's a lot of tough decisions. Like I said, is there a scenario where you can't? Absolutely. Is there a scenario where you can? Yes, but that's a tough decision coming up, man. Because like I said, we can, but when you look at the luxury, Ted Leon says, I believe we were only in the luxury once, and it was what? John Wall was on the max, Bill's on the max, and then Otto Porter. So technically we were or close. I got to double check with that, but we'll see. Let's see. Marco Cino says DC doesn't owe KD anything. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that is owed to him. But like I said, maybe, like I said, if he wants to do that farewell tour, yeah, you definitely, because I think there's some things you can get out of it. It can be a win-win both for KD and for us. But like I said, I think there's more of likelihood he doesn't because he's, like you all said, man, he's never shown a willingness to come here. And I'm not going to go beg the guy, man. Like, if you don't want to come home, don't come home. I'm not going to be like, oh, baby, you got to come home. Nah, I'm not going to go beg him. I mean, if you want to come, cool, farewell tour. But it doesn't go beyond 1 year. And that's kind of where I'm at, man. Lance Geek says, sure, KD can sell tickets. Yeah, that would be the biggest thing because, like, it's not going to be a long-term thing, man. Let's see. All right, guys. Like I said, appreciate y'all rocking with your boy tonight, man. Dres said no real upside. I can dig it. Let's see. Nomadic Brian, how you doing tonight? Says a few Wizards homes, Champagny, Biku, and Middleton. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, man. I am definitely with you. Let's see. Goldo Beard was good. He says I wouldn't mind Trey or Maluk if fifth pick, worst case scenario. Maluk I like him, man. He is a nice prospect, man. I do, and he would give I gotta check on his height, man. If you know before I do, let me know. Because I believe he is a 7-footer, but I mean that would enable Sar to go to the 4. I mean, I think that'd be a good move. And Trey Johnson, man, he's a baller. So we fall in the top 5. You probably go Trey Johnson, in my opinion, because I think he's a baller, man. He's a straight scorer. He's a dog. Let's see. Karina Taylor Brown, how you doing tonight? Says Koulibaly shot 11 3-pointers. Why is he shooting 11 3-pointers? He's not even a good shooter. This would be unheard of 15 years ago. A shooter of his caliber putting up 11 3-pointers. Yeah, I agree. No, yeah, you would not see that 15 years ago, like I said. But right now, this is a perimeter-centric league, and like I said, you got centers out there shooting about 5-6 threes, and I think he will get better. I mean, I think he will work on it because he's a guy who's shown the willingness to work. But I'm with you. I agree 100%. Let's see. William Lee says send KD to the LA retirees with his buddy LeBron. Yeah. Locked Law says, I like money. I'm still not signing Kevin Durant. I can dig it, my brother. I can dig it. Dress for Nothing also says he needs all the game rep threes he can get. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's how you develop your play. I liked his aggression. That's the big positive. He's aggressive. So I think his shot will get there. It's his second year. I think year 3, you're going to see a breakout. I think he's going to definitely work on a shot. Like I said, the arc has to get higher, and there's no spin on the ball. So definitely some things to work on. William Lee also says KD doesn't play defense. Absolutely, he does not. The defense is the moon to KD. Let's see. Johnny Levy says, I'm trading Bilal if I'm you. I'm not right now. I mean, I think he could be something special, man. Like I said, he's raw offensively, but I think he could be special. I'm not trading Bilal right now. Marco Casino says, Wiz better go on a winning streak. I'm with you. Let's see it. Let's get it. All right, let's see. And then the last comment of the night, we're going to end how we started with Locked On Law. He says if they draft Flag, someone is getting bumped out of the starting lineup. We'll see. I mean, Cooper Flag, I would presume he's playing the 4. You're probably looking at Bilal the 3. Bub to me is more of a shooting guard. I mean, he's a combo guard. He can run point. He's definitely a secondary ball handler. But like I say, with him and JP in the backcourt, I think that he could fit. But like I said, to each his own. Definitely appreciate you. So, all right, everybody, we are going to call it a night. So I'm going to pull up the schedule real quick because we play on Monday at Miami. So we will definitely have an episode tomorrow. So we're definitely going to chop it up tomorrow. And then we're going to go live on Monday. They will be in Miami. But all right, everybody, like I said, definitely appreciate everybody, man. Definitely appreciate everybody rolling with your boy, man, covering the game tonight on a Saturday. Like I said, it's usually 50-50 on Saturdays, man. And I know a lot of people, Saturday's your day. You know, you work all week. But appreciate you taking time out of your night just to rock with me tonight, man. So it's much appreciated. All love all of y'all. So, all right, guys, we're going to call it a night. We will see you tomorrow. Hail to the Wizards and peace.